Here we go then, boys. It's time for a new career mode, and it is time to head to Germany for this career mode on the channel. Today, we're going to be taking over at Borussia Dortmund. Currently sitting second in the Bundesliga, behind Bayern Munich, a place they know all too well. It's been 10 seasons since anyone has dethroned Bayern Munich. They've been knocked out of the Champions League as well by Chelsea. They have a great philosophy, and we are going to look to continue this in the career mode. See if we can build this squad the Dortmund way and topple the giants of European football. Hello boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here, and welcome to a new career mode on the channel. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. We've chosen Borussia Dortmund here in Germany. I'm very excited to get straight into this one. We're going to look at a squad in this episode. I'm going to go through and play the boring training. We might make our first transfer, but the biggest part of episode number 1 of any series for me is getting your guys' feedback. I'm going to need the feedback on players you think we should sign for this Borussia Dortmund side. Now, I definitely want to make the team better. The main focus really in this one, besides the Champions League, is let's topple Bayern Munich in the league. Let's not allow them to make it 11 or maybe even 12 seasons in a row that they win the Bundesliga. To do that, I'm going to need your guys' help. One of the main things in this series, though, is I want to do it the Dortmund way. They buy young from other European sides, make them into great talents, and then end up moving them on. But before we get into any of this, if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button, as we are on the hunt for 10,000 before the next EA football game. Now, probably one of the biggest dilemmas we're going to have in this career mode is what to do with Jude Bellingham. For season number 1, we're definitely going to be keeping him, but do we move him on in season number 2? It looks like in real life that might happen. Do we let Jude Bellingham leave after the first season? I'm expecting this one to go multiple seasons, and that's why it's a very good read when you see how many good young players are here at Borussia Dortmund. I have a whole host of great young talent, one of them being Moukoko. I'm looking forward to getting to use him. 76 rated this year. Nambi Collins. Gio Reyna in the side. If you haven't seen the Blackburn career mode, go and give that a watch. We've got him there. And one I'm very excited to use, Karim Adeyemi. This man is a beast. We are not short of talent up top. We do have the aging Anthony Modeste, but he does have very good experience here in the Bundesliga. And he's not by himself. Sebastian Haller has very good experience here in the Bundesliga. It's great to see him playing well again. The move to West Ham didn't work, but his time here in the Bundesliga is going a lot better. Hopefully, he'll be fruitful in season number 1 as we look to bleed in Karim Adeyemi and, of course, Moukoko over time. Now, in terms of quality, we actually do have quite a lot of that here. We have a decent young goalkeeper in Kobo. Nicolas Sula is still at the club. We've got Royce. I want to keep him here until he retires. Hummels as well. Both getting on, but I kind of want to keep them for as long as possible. Julian Brandt, I forget how young this man is. I'm a big fan. We've got Guerrero, Schlotterbeck, the 22-year-old German. New signing. He could be very good for us. Emre Can, Dahoud. This is a good squad for season number 1, but this is not a squad that is going to win the Champions League, and I don't believe it's a squad that will win the Bundesliga. The assistant has us lining up like this. I am not sure that I agree with this. I like Daniel Marlin. I'm not sure how well he's done at Dortmund. I think he might have stalled a little bit. But maybe we can have something along these lines of this kind of setup. I haven't actually played this formation before, so I would be intrigued to play it. But again, feedback down below on what formation we should play. Now, we are blessed with a little bit of money here. We've got 70 million, and that is a decent amount, especially for us to take some of the good young players around the rest of the European sides. Again, remember, that is the main plan with this Dortmund side. Build with young players from other European sides and other German sides in the Bundesliga that aren't Bayern Munich. And hopefully, eventually, they will lead us to glory. Our friendlies aside, we don't care about them. We are going to have the Super Cup against Bayern Munich. And actually, our first game of the season is also going to be against Bayern Munich. EA's fully done me dirty there, by the way. I mean, back-to-back Bayern Munich to kick off this series is going to be extremely difficult. I'm going to do what anyone would do right now and look at a generic website that tells me players that Borussia Dortmund are linked with. We're going to get them scouted before you guys can get your feedback in. And then the rest of this episode, we're going to push on and try and play at least one of those first games of the season. Definitely the Super Cup. In terms of players out, I don't actually know what I want to do here. I would love to know from more of the fans, players that they're not too keen on, or players that they think Dortmund shouldn't have in the starting 11, players that we should be moving on, but we're super young, so I'm actually thinking quite a few of these players might go out on loan, because it is quite a big squad. It's 34 players. The majority of those 34 players are actually with us. They're actually at the squad. They're not all out on loan. And one of the big things here is, do we start dropping Hummels for Schlotterbeck, or do we drop Süle, who is our best centre-back by a mile? That is a very difficult choice to be making earlier on in this career mode. And that is exactly why I'm trying not to make it, and I'm getting your guys' feedback on what you think we should do with that. Now, we are going to have expectations from the board. I don't have the Youth Academy Superstar. I never like it anyway and wouldn't use it. Will we use the Youth Academy in this series? Most likely not. Usually these kind of series are only 2, max 3 seasons long, so the Youth Academy doesn't really get to come into it. I'm expecting the board to want something crazy here. We will sign these 3 players just to fulfill the objective. Brand exposure, 7 clean sheets in home matches. We do want to achieve that, and the sign 3 players born in South America. I don't mind that. Maybe we can look at South American players to bring a little bit of flavor to the squad. I'm not sure Dortmund are known for having many South American players. I feel like they have a lot more players from like the Netherlands and other European sides, but we are definitely going to look to try and sign 3 South Americans. So if you know 3 South American wonder kids, drop them in the comments. Continental semi-final, very difficult. Win the Pokal, win the league. I mean, cheers EA, cheers FIFA. That one's critical, so let's try and focus on the cup maybe this season and win that at least. This right here is exactly why, if you have a PC that can run FIFA, buy it on PC, because you can turn all this nonsense off. But objectives aside, let's look at the first scout report. Let's see what they think we need. Now, I'm just seeing young players here, which makes sense. Florian Wirtz is a target of mine in this career mode. Problem is, Florian Wirtz does usually get sold quite early on, and if he goes, we're going to be in trouble. But he is definitely someone on my radar. So is Musa Diaby. I'm a big fan. There's going to be a lot of players that are already in Germany, Neuhaus, that we could potentially pick up from sides around us, but probably not from rivals. Right, so I've gone and added a bunch of players after just looking on a generic website. It was supposed to be Dortmund news. This is what we've got. Apparently the Kamada deal looks like it's not going to happen, but I am a huge fan of Kamada. You never know, they might go back in for him. It means to me that Borussia Dortmund are at least tracking him and they like him, and he'd be a good Royce replacement. Can't say Ivan's name, not even going to try and say it, but a young Spanish right back makes sense. Fabian Reader looks really good. I've heard good stuff. Very good performances for Switzerland. Better be Asse. I mean, he looks great. I want him. It looks like they're definitely going to sign him as well from what I'm reading. That could change. Again, you guys might give different feedback. And Naby Keita, out of contract at the end of this season. Don't know if he's someone in real life for Liverpool, but he's out of contract on the game. He's had injury problems. It's not really worked out at Liverpool, and he went for a big fee. Does know Germany pretty well. Came from RB Leipzig. Could come and do a job here for Borussia Dortmund. We're going to wait for scout reports to come back, and I'm definitely going to wait for your guys' feedback, because I don't want to make any deals that you guys are like, no, they would never do this. But the Fabian Reader one, I think I might get done. We'll wait until we get his overall back and the money that they'll want, but I actually think this is a very good decision to make, and he would be a good youngster to bring in. One of the things I'm definitely worried about in the squad right now is wingers. We only have Reina, who could play right mid, out and out. Wolf can play there as well. Julian Brand, I don't know if I see him as our future right-sided midfielder, though. I think I prefer him in the middle of the park. I don't know. Apparently, he's hotly tipped by Arsenal. Who knows? He might not be here for that long. And then on the left side, we only have Marlon and Gittins, which is worrying, because Gittins is nowhere near ready to be a Champions League star. But, I mean, we're going to probably have to give him a lot of game time this season. And I like Marlon, but he's not exactly done greatly, and I'm pretty sure he signed there to play up top as a striker. So out wide right now, we look pretty weak. At left back, I'm going to let Schultz go on loan. Apparently, he decided to stay in the January transfer window. I don't know. I'm going to let him stay, because it looks like Guerrero's playing well in the center of the park this season. So I'm at least going to stick with him there for now, but be prepared that you might see him back at left back. We are pretty stacked in the center of the park. I can easily play Royce or Dahoud there and be very comfortable with those in the starting 11, as well as Ozcan, to be fair. Ozcan most likely will be the rotation player with Emre Can, who I'm going to play as the CDM. Now, barring any ridiculous transfers, I'm going to go do some of the training, sim some of the training, and let's get to the Bayern Munich game. Right, so we have started receiving some pretty crazy transfers. This was always going to happen, but I want to kind of try and keep the team as much as possible together for this season. So I'm like, I don't want to accept these. What is the swap deal? Maximo Peroni. Don't know how good he is. I mean, he could be a good future star. I don't know. But at this point, painful as it might be for some of you guys, I'm going to reject these. Now, this, if it was in the summer of next season, complete different story. But this season, at least in this first window, I want to keep the squad as together as I physically can, because that's the team that is playing right now in real life. I just wanted to show those two, though, because we'll be getting a lot of them behind the scenes, but I don't think it makes sense to show you them all right now because we're not even considering them. They couldn't get Brandt, and now they're going for who we wanted, and that is Kamada. It looks like Kamada's actually going to sign for Bayern Munich, which is fuming me, and I really wanted him in this save. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be. We'll see how he performs now, how many games he gets, and we might be able to go in for him next season, but there's no way I'm going to try and hijack this one. Because let's be honest, he would choose Bayern Munich over Dortmund. RB Leipzig have gone and signed Ousmane Dembele. We're trying to keep stuff realistic out here. And RB Leipzig going out there signing Ousmane Dembele. That's going to be a beastly signing for them. He's going to cause me so many issues when we come up against them in the league. Now, we're yet to do anything in the transfer window. Added another player, Timber. I think he'll be very good because he can play right back as well as centre back. He suits our team. We've got a bit of a Dutch vibe. I'm not going to go in for him right now, but I have added Ezequiel Barco, South American. He is on loan currently at River Plate. We could still sign him as a future signing. This is something that happens quite often, and as you can see there, Kamada's gone to Bayern Munich. We hate him, remove him shortly. Probably going to come up against him. We're going to sign our own Cam ourselves, though. Fabian Riede is going to be the first player we sign. This guy's got potential, and I believe in it, and he'll be used to playing in the yellow because he plays for young boys. Give him 4 million, and hopefully they say yes. 1% sell on, not a problem. Now, for a very easy negotiation contract-wise, it's 11 grand a week. They're giving us a C. We don't care. We've got another good player for the future. We're just building blocks here in this giant wall of future potential that Borussia Dortmund have. He's just one of those blocks. That's probably an analogy you guys will never hear again, and I don't know why I said it. Here we go then. First game of the season coming up. The first time Yorkie is going to meet the German press, you guys being the press, and I'm going to be asking this question straight off the bat to you guys. Do you want this career mode to be very quick and snappy like the Atletico Madrid career mode, or would you prefer for it to be a little bit slower? It's still going to be faster than the Blackburn career mode, but for us to slow things a little bit down so you get to gel with the team a little bit more. You're going to see a little bit more of what happens behind the scenes, or do you just want it extremely punchy and in your face? It's up to you. Let me know in the comments down below. It's time for the Super Cup, which is in a neutral stadium. Neutral stadium it's been played at is called the Bay Arena. Seems a little bit sus. Regardless, this is going to be the starting 11. We're not going to change it. This is what I think is probably going to be the best, at least at the start. I'm going to stack the bench. I'm contemplating 2 up top already, considering the strikers we've got. And I want to try and like blood in the youth as much as possible this first season, although they do want me to achieve a hell of a lot. Kamada does not start there for Bayern Munich, but they are starting to promoting up top. So, hey, who knows? Who knows why they're making the decisions they're making? All we know is that this would be a great game to win. I don't actually care about this one, though. A trophy's great at the start, right? It makes everyone happy, makes the fans happy. But I would much rather win the league game because I don't see them losing very much this first season. This is going to be our first glimpse, and our lovely glimpse of playing with Borussia Dortmund with these improved sliders. And I'm really liking my sliders where they're at the minute. I think we're not miles off being ready to publish them. I've slowed the game down. We don't have these ridiculous high-scoring games anymore that we had very recently. I have to be a little bit more tactical position-wise, but yeah, I'm much preferring it. I do not like Gravenberch and Kingsley Coman linking up there. I really don't. Is Kingsley Coman, though, rumoured to leave? Bellingham, play it. Oh, that's beautiful. Is Kingsley Coman rumoured to leave? Now, Daniel Marlon could be a big goal-getter for us in this series, is it? Oh, Emre Can's injured already. It's going to be Emre Can's goal. I don't know if that would have been saved. I'm guessing it would have been, but I feel very, very, very sad for Daniel Marlon because he nearly got the first goal of this series, but instead it's going to be Emre Can. Does look like he's picked up a knock. Manuel Neuer will be fuming as well at this one. I thought it was a good finish. I mean, he spilt it and trying to clear it off the line. Boots it straight off Emre Can's head. Genuinely, that is probably why Chan's injured. He's been rattled there in the face. So, first goal scorer and first injury of the Borussia Dortmund career mode. I do have options here. Ozcan is probably the more physical, but Dahoud is the better passer. I'm going to opt for the more physical for this game. I was tempted to put Schlotterbeck there, to be honest. Like Schlotterbeck or Mats Hummels would probably be able to play there. I'm already by a mile just loving these Bundesliga graphics. The fact that they've got them in the Pokal as well is just great. That is great from Sula, and Daniel Marlon so far in this game has been so dangerous on the break, but that wasn't the one, Daniel. I'm going to need a little bit more help in there. Choupo-Moting has done nothing so far, and I love it. I genuinely respect that hustle from him. Brandt, can I get that ball out wide? That is beautiful from Brandt. Probably why Arsenal want him, because he's a very good passer of the football. Is that for Jude Bellingham? Oh, he's just beyond it. Nearly Bellingham's first goal in this series. I got to use him already at Tottenham, but not for too long, so I'm excited to not use him for too long in this one as we sell him in Season 2. But bright start nonetheless for Borussia Dortmund, and I'm hoping that will continue, because Bayern Munich don't feel that good at the minute, and I think it's mainly because Choupo-Moting is rubbish. He's going to score. I know he is going to score, because I'm just throwing so much shade his way. We've moved the ball pretty well this first half, to be fair. Wolf now. I want that cut from Brandt. I'm not going to get it, but Wolf's turn there was unreal, and it's not a bad ball in. Upamecano, who is full of the odd mistake. Doing pretty well there. Oh, it's going to allow Bayern Munich to break away. I don't like this. They've still got Musiala, who is very, very dangerous, and Choupo-Moting, of course, who is not so dangerous. João Cancelo is very good. I don't know why Man City let him go, as he's going to go through and make it 1-1. We knew it was never going to be easy. It's actually a really good pass into him. I can't be too bitter about that. As the first half is over, I'll take 1-1 at this point. I think we're very much in it. I need to be trying to find Sebastian Haller a bit more, though. Haven't really put too many decent crosses into him at this stage. It's been one shot for each side. Maybe I've made defensive football a little bit too good on the game. But one shot from each side and still a goal. That just shows you how potent it is on FIFA this year. Coman to Kimmich. I just know they're going to make a sub at some point for a striker that's going to be way better than Choupo-Moting. Do not like that, Sané. Do not like this either. Great defending, Hummels. Get it away. Oh, we do in the end. All over the top to Leroy Sané now. Great block. Mats Hummels, for his age, keeping Schlotterbeck out of the team, doesn't feel ridiculous when he's playing that well. Now, this is the first time we've found Haller. He's going to have to hit it first. Oh, no, no, no. That was bad. John Stones to Tottenham. Didn't expect to see that when I looked up. Time for Haller to come off. It's absolutely nothing to do with that volley. He's just, I don't know, it's not working. Schlotterbeck's going to come on as well for a tired Hummels. Bellingham captain after that? I'm not so sure. But I think that's the only changes we're going to make right now. Quite happy with how we're playing. I think Adeyemi, though, will be able to get him behind a lot more. That's just not really been the flavour so far for Sebastian Haller. He's just not stood a chance. Mane's come on for Choupo-Moting. Okay. This is where the game now gets difficult. Musiala is going to find Cancelo, who has just driven my left back. Is it Ryanson? I don't know how you say his name, but driven him mad. Cancelo against him. Oh, it's been not good to watch. Oh, my God. We go straight back to Kimmich, and Kobel gets to it. Alonso Davis, not really seen much of him, although defensively he is a nightmare. Sadio Mane. The stay just touched tight to him. Back to Davis. He's offside. Muller surely. Kobel does beautifully. Extra time is exactly what you want in your first game in charge. And we're going to have extra time. Can we win our first trophy? Who knows? That man there was important towards the end of the game. I think I might have to make subs as well. I just think we're knackered. 2 shots the entire game. 1 each half. It's instantly penalties. Oh, we're not ready for this. This is not what we're committed to. Oh, I'm terrible at these. Here we go, boys. I am going to score the first one with Daniel Marlin, surely. Boom, 1-0. And well, Neuer's got nothing on us. Come on, Kobel. Come on, Kobel. Right way. Oh, that was poor. Sadio Mane's pretty good at football. Adeyemi, the youngster. Let's drive this one top bins, maybe, against Neuer. Beautiful. I go left every time. Does that mean that I'm definitely going to save one? No, because I went right. Why did I go right when I said left? Fine, Ozcan came on, and Ozcan can do this. Let's find the back of the net. Beautiful. Right, Muller. You're going right, I could tell. Muller. Oh, don't like this. It's Jude Bellingham. He's English. Of course he's going to miss it. Bellingham, please just score a screamer. Beautiful. I don't know why, but I'm going to go right again because it's got to be right at some point. Yes! Knew it was. Julian Brandt. You're not at Arsenal yet. Please score this. I'm going to be ridiculous here. Please do not laugh at me. Yes, Julian Brandt. We win our first trophy. Got a bit cheeky with it, didn't I? Went right down the middle. But it had to be done. I'm terrible at penalties as well, by the way, lads. Like, genuinely, I'm horrendous. But I can't believe it. There we go then, boys. It's been a great series. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Nah, I'm only kidding. Trophy number 1 of the Borussia Dortmund career mode completed, lads. Absolutely completed it. It's a bit weird that Jude Bellingham's lifting it. But you can't... Can you change it mid-game? I don't think you can change captain mid-game. I think when you take a player off that was captain, which was Chan... No, it wasn't. It was Hummels. It just goes to someone random. I don't know. It's annoying, But Bellingham gets to lift a trophy in what is definitely his final season here at Borussia Dortmund. But I will take this all day long. Lads, that's where we're going to leave it for this first episode. I'm really excited, but I want to get your guys' feedback now as quickly as possible so we can start smashing through the season and sign more players. We've got one in the door, and then a few more have gone out on loan. There'll be no major sales in this first window. You can suggest them for the future, and you can suggest players for the future. If your player doesn't get signed, it will happen eventually. There's lots of questions I've asked you in this one, so I do apologise. But if you could please answer them, that would greatly be appreciated. Next time out, we're going to take on Bayern Munich to start the episode off. Thank you very much for watching. Much love, lads, and I will see you for the next one.